Listen, there are people every single day on Threads, on Instagram, on TikTok telling you to post 10 trial reels a day. And I even used to preach a reels centered marketing strategy a few years ago. I even posted this podcast episode. But here I am telling you that posting 3 reels a day or 10 reels a day, whatever number you are thinking of, is a shortcut to burnout. In today's video, I'm going to talk about why I quit the Reels hamster wheel, including TikTok, and instead moved to Threads as my top of funnel strategy to get leads, new eyeballs on my content. And the best part is I don't have to do my hair and makeup for it. I could literally be posting from the toilet or from the chairlift when I'm out skiing with my partner, or I could schedule things while laying in bed. People are loving it because of the conversations they're having. They feel like there's way less pressure, there's way less sales there, and it is a really quick way to build authority and trust with new people. Look, I love video content. Obviously, I have a YouTube channel. I still do post about 1 reel a week. I post shorts on YouTube, but I am not here for the posting a million different videos a day in hopes of reaching the right people when you don't actually even know how to convert the current audience that's sitting in your inbox. If you are somebody who is trying to become an influencer where the numbers really matter for brand deals, continue to do that. If you're an online service provider looking to use Instagram as a place to sign clients for your business, you don't need to be focusing on visibility. You need to be focusing on conversion. And the strategies are completely different. When you are spending hours a day filming content, editing content, scripting your content, only for it to get 100 views or 200 views, you are going to get into a content hamster wheel that makes you feel like a failure. And when you feel like a failure, you're not showing up with conviction, you're not selling your offers as much, and you're not even going to post as much. So that goal of posting 3 times a day, do it for a couple of days, and then you fall off the wagon and you ghost your Instagram for a few weeks. Threads has been a complete game changer for my business, so I want to share this strategy with you so that you can start signing more clients for your online business just like me. The common enemy here is believing that reach equals revenue. And if you've ever had a reel or a TikTok go viral for the wrong reasons, like you're getting hate comments, or you had a typo in your reel and all the people are flooding in, telling you how you're doing it wrong and telling you why you're wrong or whatever, you'll know that that did not do anything for your sales, right? I had a TikTok go pretty viral. It hit 500,000 views because I accidentally somehow, no idea how this happened, used 2 different sounds over each other. And so everyone was like, oh my God, this sound is crazy. Oh my God. And it blew up my account. I got a lot of new followers. I got a lot of exposure. My following videos after that did really well as well, but none of that translated into revenue because I was focused on getting in front of as many people as possible, but I didn't actually know how to convert those people. I am not someone who's going to be like anti-reach. I do think reach is really important, but only after you have established that your messaging works, you know how to convert people, and you have the infrastructure to actually accommodate an influx of new people coming into your business. When all you do is spend time on filming reels, you're usually doing one of 2 things. You're either chasing trends, spending hours researching the next best hook, the best trending audio to use, the best format, the best editing format to use. The second thing you could be doing is you're just being a librarian. You're giving away your best value for free by sharing really educational reels like 3 tips for social media managers to sign more clients on Instagram. It's going to get views, it's going to get saves, but it's not going to convert for you because you're attracting the wrong audience. And then what happens is you get really exhausted because you're acting like a full-time video editor, content creator, instead of a CEO of your business. So you're spending like 80% of your day working on content when you should flip that. You should be spending 80% of your day working with clients, talking to potential leads, and maybe like 20% of your day if you're still DIYing your own content. Here's what I'm doing instead. Here's what my very basic marketing funnel looks like. I use Threads as the top of my funnel. This is where I am going to post a higher volume and reach more people and get my name out there, build trust, get people interested in what I do. And then they're going to go to my Instagram, or my podcast is also an option, or YouTube is also an option. That's where they're going to go to be nurtured. Then after that, they're going to be sending me a DM, or they're going to download one of my lower ticket offers just to get a little feel of what it's like to work with me, and then they become a client. I'm seeing two different kinds of results from Threads just based on the conversations that I'm having with clients and with other people in the industry on Threads itself. I either see people being like, how the heck do you use Threads to get clients? Or I see people saying, oh my God, Threads is the best place to get clients. I've doubled my income, tripled my income, whatever. And there seems to be no in between. Threads is based on conversations. Threads is based on community. If you are just posting, here's my offer, buy it, post, no one is going to engage with you. No one's going to follow you. No one's going to share that on their page. And you're going to feel like Threads doesn't work. But if you use Threads to start conversations and share conviction-led opinions specifically about the service that you provide, you are going to see an influx of leads from Threads. And just like on other platforms, just because a thread doesn't get high engagement doesn't mean it's not selling for you behind the scenes. So many times, a client will never like your post, never comment on your post, never share your post, never even DM you, but they will jump into your offer because they have been lurking quietly behind the scenes. So here's my approach to Threads. One, I share the exact frustration my clients are feeling right now. For example, I might say something like, anyone else sick and tired of spending 2 hours on a reel that only gets 200 views? That's going to get people being like, me, when then I can go sort through all those leads and start conversations with them independently. From there, I use a storytelling bridge to take that high awareness piece of content that's going to get a lot of people raising their hand saying, oh, me. And then I nurture them by showing them a better way, my way. I show them what I do instead, or what my clients do instead, and back it up with an actual story. So I might say something like, anyone else sick of spending 2 hours on a reel for it to only get 200 views? And then the next post would be something like, my client quit making reels and she doubled her income in 3 weeks. Here's how we did it. And then I could break down the strategy below. The way people consume content on Threads is they will scroll their feed, and their feed is a mixture of people they are following and people they are not following that fall under the category of what they are interested in. So the algorithm will take into account who they're following, what they're commenting on, what they're posting, and show them more of that. So if all you do is post about how much you hate social media marketing and it doesn't work for you, guess what? You're going to just see a lot of other people talking about how they hate social media marketing and how it doesn't work for them. Be very conscious of what you're putting out on Threads because the algorithm picks up on all of that. People will scroll on Threads and they will engage with people when they see a post that calls out something that they're resonating with, right? Anyone else sick and tired of spending 2 hours on a reel that only gets 200 views, they're going to be like, oh, that's me, and raise their hand and comment me, because engaging on Threads is not as cringy as it feels on Instagram. Don't know why, but that's the standard. The next thing they'll do is they might completely forget about it, but it's now your job to re-engage them. So now that they've engaged in your post, Threads is going to show them your next posts. And when you share a post that is now breaking down a story of a client who completely went a different route than the 2 hours on a reel, you're going to capture their attention because they're going to go, oh, I don't have to spend 2 hours on a reel to get clients. And you're nurturing them at the same time. That nurture piece of content is going to immediately make them want to look for more. They are going to go to your Threads, binge your Threads. They're going to go to your Instagram, look at all your posts. They're going to go to your links, look at all your links. And now that you've got them off of Threads and onto a platform where you can go deeper with them, because let's be honest, you can't really go deep with people on Threads, but you can on Instagram, podcast, YouTube. And that's where you're going to convert them. And then the last thing that I'm doing is I am engaging with other people. Honestly, engaging with other people has helped me get more eyeballs on my brand than posting sometimes. I only do about 15 minutes a day when I'm drinking my morning coffee, and it does not have to be something that takes over your life, but getting your opinion out there, responding to questions that you specifically help people with, and coming in as a leader of the industry is one of the fastest ways that you can build trust for your brand. Now, if you've known me, you know that I back up every single thing that I do with a story. So I want to talk about my client, Maho. She was in mid-launch when she came to me. She was posting reels daily because she thought, because she was 2 weeks into her launch and no one was biting in her audience, that she needed to get more eyeballs on her page. So all she was doing was she was posting reels, she was posting trending audio, she was following those hooks. And she was getting likes, she was getting engagement, she was getting the views, but no one was actually commenting her trigger word. No one was going into her DMs asking for the application or inquiring. So when we hopped on a strategy call inside my sales execution lab, I actually told her to stop creating reels, because what that was doing is it was bringing in a new audience who doesn't know her yet, who doesn't know her offer, doesn't trust her, instead of converting the people that were already there. Because she had this assumption that the people in her audience didn't care about what she was selling and she needed to go find more people, she completely disregarded the people that actually did want her offers. They just weren't resonating with the way she was talking about them. So instead of posting more reels and trying to get more visible on Instagram, we switched to a high conviction carousel format where we started speaking deeply to the people in her audience right then and there, speaking to their problems, bridging the gap with stories, and then selling her offer. And 3 days after forming one of these posts, she got a new client. So this is how you're going to use that same strategy, but on Threads and on Instagram. Use your Threads to post at a higher volume because you can post in your PJs. Engage with new people. And then your goal is to get them to Instagram where you're posting less. You don't have to post every single day on Instagram anymore. You can post 3 times a week, and that is more than enough. Get them from Threads to your Instagram. Show them how you are different. Show them how your methods is going to work when they feel like they've tried everything. Show them that you understand what they've been doing, what they've been trying, and how it hasn't worked for them, because you have helped clients in the exact same position go from feeling stuck like them to feeling like they can do anything. And then tell them what they need to do next. When people come to your Instagram from Threads, they are already going to be in the mindset of, I want to work with her. I want to learn more. I'm ready to buy. And so that conversion becomes 10 times more simple when you have this funnel in place. Speaking of conviction, let's see who's playing it safe. Welcome back, everyone, to another content roast of the week. Today's volunteer is my good friend Abigail. She is the CEO and founder of the Old Woods Business Services. She's a spiritual CFO, a business mentor, and a really good friend. So I'm so excited to be doing this content roast for her because I just love her and I want her to be successful. So when I scroll your page, Abby, I see you being consistent. Yes, you're checking those boxes. But what I am not seeing is you go deep. And I took some notes, but I feel like I say this for every single person. So maybe this is like a wake up call for you all, that we need to get clear on 3 things. We need to know, who are you speaking to? What do you help them with? And you need to sell your offers. What are you selling? When I go through your posts, I love this one. Like, this was a trend. I love it. This is who he's strategizing with. Thank you to my 2 friends and my mom, who are the only ones who engage with my posts. You're the OGs. To my people, thank you. Like, these posts are checking the box. You are posting content, check, done. They also might be getting you views. Like, let's look at your view stats here. Okay, so you got 400 views on this one. You got 200 views, 975. Like, those numbers might feel really good. But at the end of the day, are they bringing in new leads for your business? Are they bringing in clients? Are you having conversations with people? And I'm going to wager that the answer is no. One thing that I would look for or that I would start doing is, yes, it might take a little bit longer to create content, but you don't need to be posting as much content these days as maybe you used to have to do in 2020 when everyone was posting content. It was like the thing to post every single day. Instead, what I would like to see you do is scale back how many times you're posting each week and just focus on 3 big hitter posts. And in this post, you are going to first use the hook that's my Spy Factor hook. You're going to call out something that your dream clients are currently experiencing. So I know one thing that you're selling right now is your business accelerator, and this is like a membership style program where you're doing networking calls and you have some resources and stuff. So, who is the best person for that program? You're going to take some notes on what they're currently experiencing on a daily basis. What are they trying that's not working? What do you see them physically doing that's not actually helping them get results? And you do some of that, right? Like in so you actually kind of did that in this post right here. Think it's too late to save on 2025 taxes? Think again. I've had people come to me in December with days to go. We still have found tens of thousands in deductions. You could say something like, why have you already given up on reducing your tax bill for 2025 when there's still plenty of time to find deductions in your business? You did that part, like you're 90% there in this hook. Then the next thing that you need to do, like the thing that's going to take this a little bit deeper, is then explain how you do this. So say I've had people come to me in December with days to go. We still have found tens of thousands in deductions. Talk about places that you look at that they don't look at. Think about like places in their bookkeeping that they are ignoring, that haven't thought of, or where they're playing it safe with their taxes. Like I know you have pushed me in those areas for my own business. And then talk about how hiring you is going to save them thousands of dollars on their tax bill. It might seem like an investment, but they're getting that money back by not paying the IRS, right? This post was like 70% there with the hook. Then we just got to cross the finish line. Like you sprinted out of the gates really, really fast, and then you just stopped, and the finish line is right there. We just got to carry you over the rest of the way. Instead of focusing on being consistent and thinking, I just have to get a post out there and posting almost half finished content. Instead, I want you to decrease the amount of times you're posting and really focus on nailing those 3 things. Who am I talking to and what are they experiencing on a daily basis? How do I help them get to the desired result faster than they are? And 3, what do they need to do? What's their next step? Are they booking a call with you to help them with their tax reporting? Are they joining your accelerator program? Are they what's the next step? Because I would see this post and be like, okay, cool, she gets people results, but like, how are you going to get me results? What should I do next? People are dumb and lazy. I say that with love. You got to tell them, physically tell them what to do next, because we're in a trance when we're scrolling. We are in a trance, and unless you break that trance, they are not going to take the next step with you. That's it for this video, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Every little bit helps me grow this channel so that I can create more of these videos to help you reach your business goals. And if you want to be the next content of the roast, the link to apply is down below. It's free. I just need to get a little bit of information about you. And if you're wondering how you can apply this Threads to Instagram marketing funnel for your own business, your own niche, send me a DM on Instagram. I'd be happy to walk you through what that could look like for you and your brand. Until next time, I'll see you next week.